Hello, welcome back to Statman Dave Clips. Today we've got some transfer news. Jadon Sancho to Manchester United confirmed. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Of course, come over to Twitch where we stream every single weekday at 11 a.m. Anyway, let's dive into the news. Manchester United have agreed a £73 million fee for Borussia Dortmund and England winger Jadon Sancho. Of course, Sancho spent a bit of his youth career at Manchester City and then went over to Dortmund and became an absolute superstar. This is brilliant news for Manchester United. In terms of the Premier League, how would you rank the sides at the moment? I think Liverpool and Chelsea and Manchester City have all spent heavily in recent years. I think it's time for Manchester United to reinforce their attack with a superstar like Jadon Sancho. Of course, Manchester United have had this problem on the right wing for years, probably after you'd say Antonio Valencia was moved back to right back. United have had a hole on the right flank. But of course, the news comes out of Dortmund that they're willing to accept €85 million for the 21-year-old. Of course, City will get around 15% of the deal, which is, I think, one of the reasons why it's taken so long to get this transfer confirmed. Let's dive into a few stats of Jadon Sancho's time at Borussia Dortmund. First up is goals plus assists per 90 by Jadon Sancho in his full Bundesliga seasons. Age at the beginning of the season, of course, starts at 18. Had 0.95 goals plus assists per 90. At 19, 1.3 goals plus assists per 90. And of course, at 20, a bit of a difficult season for Jadon Sancho, but his goals plus assists per 90 was still at 0.83. Imagine him at his peak. Absolutely sensational. Of course, since the 2018-19 season, Jadon Sancho has 87 shot creating actions in the Bundesliga, more than any other player in the league in that period. Let's move forward to some more statistics. Jadon Sancho's numbers in the Bundesliga, they're absolutely disgusting. But if you break it down, Jadon Sancho scored or assisted every 90 minutes in the Bundesliga. This is why he's described as a generational talent. Moving forward to the last season's goals plus assists per 90 across Europe's top 5 leagues, Jadon Sancho was number one ahead of Lionel Messi, Thomas Muller, Robert Lewandowski and Timo Werner, who had a great season in the 2019-20 campaign. Sancho is something else. And let's finish things off with a bit of stats. Across Europe's top 5 leagues in the 19-20 season, 2 players scored 15 goals and got 15 assists. Lionel Messi and Jadon Sancho. Of course, the big thing for Manchester United is, they've acquired one of the best young players in the world of football. When we talk about these generational players, we talk Kylian Mbappe, we talk Haaland. There's talk of Camavinga being a generational midfielder. And I think Jadon Sancho is definitely in that list. One of the most complete forwards in his age. But just taking a look at his stats over on SofaScore and performances. Of course, 21 years old, capable of playing attacking midfield, left wing, and of course as a right winger. The big thing I'd say about Sancho is he's a playmaker. He makes things happen. Of course, his numbers in the Bundesliga this season have mainly come from the left-hand side. A key game this season was his 2 goals in the German Cup final, where he really carried Borussia Dortmund to a trophy. Overall, in the Bundesliga, 8 goals, 11 assists in 26 games. Man United are getting an absolute star and a player that's capable of playing a number of positions. So let's take a look about how he can fit into the side and where Manchester United should be going now in the transfer market in terms of strengthening the team. So we've got Manchester United set up in a 4-2-3-1. McTominay, Pogba holding in midfield. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood wide right. Bruno in the middle. Rashford and Cavani. Of course, Jadon Sancho is a right winger by trade, but can play on the left, can play on the right, can play attacking midfield, and of course, as a striker. In terms of Manchester United, going forward, what I'd love to see is the fluidity of Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and Jadon Sancho. I think the brilliance of this team is that each player is fully comfortable at playing each of the attacking positions, allowing United to not only create chances but control the play. Paul Pogba, lying deep in midfield, playmaking. Luke Shaw adding some attacking width on that left-hand side could be crucial for Manchester United. What I'd like to see, though, in terms of systems and how this to go, of course, Jadon Sancho, for me, I'd describe him as a bit of an inverted winger, a player that gets on the ball and looks to drive inside from both the right wing and the left wing. So for Man United, in terms of style and structure, what we could see in terms of the lineup, Paul Pogba moving into an attacking midfield position in possession with Bruno, Rashford holding the width on the left, Sancho the width on the right, Scott McTominay anchoring the midfield, supported by Luke Shaw. A little bit of a inverted wing back on that left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka playing a very controlled role in a sense, playing forward, allowing those attacking players to not only underlap but combine with the wide players. You know, a lot of fluidity between the likes of Sancho, Fernandes, Pogba, Rashford. This gives United a real quality attack. And something that United need, again, is to improve their attack. But signing someone of the ilk of Jadon Sancho will definitely improve Manchester United going forward. This is the news that we've all been waiting for. And I think with the big thing, it closes that gap on Manchester City. Of course, in the Premier League last season, Manchester City really ran away with it. But at times, you know, they did look like they struggled. So I think the gap, obviously, between Man United and Man City was around 12 points. When you bring a player of quality of Jadon Sancho into the team, I think that changes things. That really, really does change things. 12 points, you're looking at 3 wins. You know, converting those a few losses. You're thinking at home to Crystal Palace, someone like Jadon Sancho would absolutely, you know, tear that one apart and so forth. Just looking at, you know, the top players in the Premier League, obviously what Sancho's going to add is goals and assists. Bruno Fernandes was directly involved in 30 goals for United last season. And that's definitely an element that Jadon will help in terms of the, you know, in terms of improving that sort of aspect. Also as well, chances, key passes per game. Of course, United do have Bruno Fernandes at 2.6, Luke Shaw at 2.3, ranked number 3 and number 5. But where we're looking at Jadon Sancho and his numbers per 90, especially the season before last, that's definitely going to be another statistic that's going to be massively boosted up by the acquisition of the English attacker. You know, we're looking at the season where he's dominant, 2.2 key passes per game. If you can translate that to over the Premier League, of course, will be in the top 10, giving United 3 sources of creativity. Luke Shaw from the left, Bruno Fernandes from number 10, and of course Jadon Sancho from that right-hand side. Really completing United's attack. I think when you look at football these days, you know, you've got to have a lot of different points of where you attack from, where you sort of your play does come from. And I feel like with Jadon Sancho in this Manchester United team, in an attacking sense, could massively, massively improve. I think we'd see the numbers of Paul Pogba, of Bruno improve as well, because there's going to be another player that defenders have to deal with on that right-hand side in Jadon Sancho. May also see the improvement in the attacking numbers of Wan-Bissaka, play the lights go on the inside, lights go on the outside. Sancho has a great relationship with the fullback behind him. We're talking Hakimi, we're talking Rafa Guerreiro in his last 2 seasons at Dortmund. Hakimi was in the 1920 season, and of course last season was Guerreiro when he was playing more on the left-hand side than the right-hand side. I think it will give United such a fluid attack where we could see, you know, Sancho picking up on the left wing, Rashford on the right, even Rashford through the middle, Greenwood on the right wing. I think that's the real key to this team, is these guys just completely interchanging positions, and it will open up opportunities for Man United to catch people out. I think that rotation in that attacking midfield line could be crucial. I think the other big thing with Jadon is that he's fully more than capable of playing an inside position as well. You know, that attacking midfield ability, you know, what he likes to do from both sides is kind of cut inside and play inverted. I think that's a big thing with Jadon for Manchester United. Freedom, fluidity in the attacking sense is going to be absolutely beautiful. So guys, thanks for watching. Jadon Sancho confirmed to Manchester United. Let's get this party started. Of course, smash that like button if you want to see Man United make more transfers in the summer. I've been Statman Dave on Statman Dave Clips. Subscribe if you do. We'll see you later.